Panda is a secret code for a certain thing. You basically have a certain nerve in your rectum.
Panda is a mystery code from something specific. You essentially have a specific nerve in your rectum. And in the event that you hit that sore spot, you can transform an individual into anything you desire them to be on the off chance that you simply hold them down. The new disclosures appears to make sense of why fundamentally everybody in Tinel Town appears to be a nod off kilter. Turns out it's not the actual specialists, but rather the business that has been doing them grimy and surmise whose name again not hauled through the mud. New spine-chilling charges whirling around about Diddy and an alleged group of Hollywood hunters, while the music tycoon is twirling in the hot claims show connected with his obscure past. Additional terrible privileged insights about his doings are emerging, and you could never accept who is spilling the tea on the off chance that you at any point question what Orlando Brown needs to say regarding Hollywood this present time. It's the opportunity to open your eyes. You realize individuals simply should understand what they're seeing while they're watching the TV. Everything is directly before you. Orlando's had his reasonable portion of battles fighting devils, and everything except it appears to be he's at long last on the rise. The unfortunate folks has been grappling with the psychological scars from his experience as a kid star. He's actually managing the injury he got. And that is unequivocally why people will quite often dismiss what he says in interviews anyway. Orlando has a ton to say regarding insane customs that the business plans for youthful craftsmen, and how everything begins with the high rollers. We as a whole realize there's a hypothesis drifting around that Orlando is purposely blending disorder to focus a light on Hollywood's hazier side. He has encountered the entire thing since his initial age when he joined Disney, and he positively knows the names of big shot and overseers who did him and different entertainers. Filthy, they discuss legends like they are. You understand what I'm talking about. During a new appearance on the Capone News digital broadcast, see Orlando indicated something far more terrifying. Prowling behind the marvelousness of Hollywood, Orlando dropped a sensation implying that people in the business are forfeiting their families anyway. He left his story incomplete, trusting that different casualties will at last approach and back his cases about what's happening. What we don't know is we've all gone through this examination, and it's sort of trippy. Right during his genuine talk at Capone News, he released one more arrangement of stunning sensations about the business. He went further, tending to the Balenciaga embarrassment and the supposed upsetting signs and images concealed inside the disputable missions, including something mysteriously named Panda Eyes. You referenced this Panda Eyes, so this resembles a general public of VIPs that wreck with, well, definitely it's a general public of the hotshot superstars that it appears as though it's anything but another thing in the business. And Orlando has been a piece of these customs. When he was a kid himself, he depicted a situation where big names with stogies were associated with transforming people into something different by hitting that sore spot, prompting what shows up as Panda Eyes, an upsetting change. And it doesn't stop there. Orlando made stunning cases that guardians of hopeful youthful performers are complicit, basically offering their kids to the business. It's a chilling picture he paints, proposing a general public where are such fireworks on flourishing in secret in Hollywood's tip-top circles needed to get through specific things that would permit me to have the option to express specific things like this, yet stand by the plot. That, and it's in no way other than shoddity brushes that got into the focal point of this shoe. You definitely realize the new thunderings recommending that he may be associated with some truly obscure business abusing youthful ability. Orlando presently guarantees that he has been a survivor of these industry high rollers, including Diddy. He's been dropping some eyebrow-raising disclosures about a stealthy club of Hollywood beasts, with Diddy apparently at the focal point, all things considered, and how he broke the unfortunate kid's psychological wellness by his gigantic customs in Kate with this man, you know, and at the end of the day, you know, my just I supplicate that you realize I ask that he gets what he merits, and think about what it's not. Orlando looks the entire bundle of gifts, including a few intimately acquainted names, have been thrown in with the general mishmash. There's been disclosures indicating that such craftsmen as Usher and Justin Bieber would have been an objective of these murmured customs. In addition to, there's been an incredible buzz about Diddy's sketchy dealings with both these artists when they were still too youthful, and their folks consented to that. And I resided with Sean Puffy CS for a year. That is the insane thing. Well, while Usher stays hush and poke apprehensive fun at his season of residing under Puffy's rooftop for an entire year when he was 14 years of age, Justin stays more vocal about the battles with emotional wellness. I understood there was some serious mending I expected to go through to reach a point where I could be in a sound, serious relationship. Since I had a ton of injury and scars, now it seems like the entire anecdotes about the wicked ceremonies that breaks youthful specialists that Orlando Orlando was saying are valid, and fans see his words from another point. As one individual remarked, he attempted to let us know quite a while back. They snickered at him. I really want to believe that you discover a true sense of harmony and mending. You want to move past that horrendous injury. And another client added, this is so miserable on all levels. Diddy and any other individual should be prison. Uncover them all. As you most likely are aware, Orlando Brown had his own portion of debates and inconveniences just after his venture with Disney finished, and the business thought of him as dispensable. The top dogs left the unfortunate person manage the results of his damaging past all alone, and it's been an extreme excursion. Kid stars grow up to be somewhat wrecked. They have a ton of issues some of the time, man. Somebody who might be listening frantically needs to keep reality with regards to Hollywood barbarities covered up. And that is the reason individuals like Orlando Brown are being marked hazardous and in a tough situation with the law again and again for ownership of disallowed substances, or for being truly forceful towards his sweetheart. Something should be obviously harmed inside this man. And taking into account his disclosures about how he was treated by the unmistakable male figures of Hollywood, it's no big surprise that the previous That's So Raven star has been captured on various occasions for unlawful exercises. Orlando emerged with your hands up following a spell in prison. Endeavors were made for a mediation, persuading him into recovery anyway. Orlando unexpectedly left following a simple week, not long after a troubling video arose catching him shoeless with a crate of wine, participating in a warm trade outside a more bizarre's home. His psychological state appeared to twisting further, and fans are as yet posing inquiries what was befalling him behind the shut entryways of the recovery office. By December 2018, Orlando's circumstance had demolished an appearance on Dr. Phil, caused a commotion with odd cases including declaring he was Michael Jackson's child, and being dubious about the names of his own alleged 4 kids. 2-year-old is still in the midsection, so that implies that that kid has been in there for a very long time. Not really. And when you glance back at every one of the difficulties he had previously and his bold remarks, his association with Diddy become increasingly more obvious, particularly considering Orlando's upsetting assertions about the music magnate. Orlando didn't keep down, straightforwardly naming Diddy in a few meetings, charging that Diddy was engaged with unseemly demonstrations with him. At first, when these comments originally became a web sensation, many messed with it, regarding it as a zinger or making jokes anyway. Quick forward to the present, with upsetting charges twirling around Diddy, and out of nowhere Orlando's words are being re-examined. Fathers that are youthful out there, they don't have the foggiest idea how to be a dad. You understand what I'm talking about. Moms out there that are youthful, you understand what I'm talking about. Don't have the foggiest idea what to do. You have at least some idea what I'm referring to. There's been a seismic shift in context. Individuals are reevaluating Orlando's remarks, contemplating whether they were indicating something far more obscure. Assuming you recollect it was some sort of jabber and not immediate allegations. Did he gave me that USO's golly squash. I cherished it. However, some presently guess that Orlando could have been demonstrating he was a survivor of profoundly upsetting encounters during his experience as a kid entertainer. Yet hang on close in light of the fact that the show heightens further when news broke about Cassie recording a claim against Diddy on November 16th. And it's all we've talking since Cam Capone, taking advantage of the opportunity, brought Orlando back onto their station. They tested him about his viral remarks in regards to Diddy. They even referenced 50 Penny Tale about feeling awkward when Diddy proposed to take him shopping, suggesting the more profound significance behind this apparently honest idea. What you discussing? What is he referring to in going on? Express that to me. I get it.